I'm Chase Phillips with Intera Environmental Solutions, and we're going to be doing the product demo testing for BioNex today. This is a water test where we will place some petroleum, which simulates crude oil or a dirty oil product, onto some water, which we will then treat with BioNex and then pour through a typical coffee filter to separate the BioNex and the captured oil from the water. So we'll start off by placing some of the oil on top of the water, simulating an oil spill. We've got a pretty good amount on top here. Now you can see that the oil floats at the surface of the water, typical of any type of oil spill. We'll go ahead and simulate placing some BioNex on top of the oil. Just placing this around, make sure that we cover the top of the oil. We won't mess with it a whole lot so that we can simulate what you would be doing in the environment. While we're letting this sit and absorb the oil, we'll talk a little bit about what BioNex is and how it works. BioNex is a premium, natural, biodegradable organic absorbent that has an amazing absorption capacity. It is completely hydrophobic, which means simply that it will not absorb any water whatsoever. This will float almost indefinitely. Over the course of time, as the product sits in water, it will start to sink, but we're talking a long period of time, and once it does sink, it's not harmful at all. It's non-toxic, it's non-abrasive, and it's non-leaching. So we have a completely safe way to absorb oils and essentially treat the oil if it does get put into the environment. BioNex comes in several different packaging ways. We can get it in cubic bales up to 55 and all the way down to a 2.3 cubic foot bale. Now that we've let this sit into the water and absorb, you can see the BioNex sitting on top of the water with the oil encapsulated. It won't leach out, it won't fall to the bottom. Now we're going to pour this through a simple coffee filter, and this is not to filter out any of the oil. This is simply to keep the BioNex from transferring into the other cup. We're basically separating it from the water. As we pour it, you can see the water flowing into the other cup, and you can almost see how that oil is stuck in the BioNex and encapsulated. So we've completely separated all of the petroleum from the water. It's all encapsulated in the BioNex, which can now be disposed of in a landfill. It doesn't have to go through any special treatment. We have perfectly clean water. We have a comparative cup here just to show that there's no difference in the two. We're so confident in BioNex and the way that it works that we even perform what we call the drinking test, where we prove that this water tastes no different than clean fresh water. There's no smell of petroleum whatsoever, and we have a perfect separation. So what does all this mean? It means that we have an organic, biodegradable absorbent that can take care of massive petroleum pollution problems, and we have a very beneficial testament to how we can separate petroleum from oil. BioNex is distributed worldwide by Neves Inc. and here in the US by Intera Environmental Solutions. Contact us today to find out more. Thank you.